Hello everyone. Uh, for those who don't know me, I will introduce myself briefly. My name is Parlina Fauzia Nuramin. I'm 20 years old. I live at South Jakarta, near from Ragunan. And now I'm studying English literature at Pamulang University. And besides that, I'm working as a cook at the coffee shop named Common Ground. Well, in society, I usually saw some children have already have their own smartphone. Even their smartphone is quite expensive than mine, and that is why I want to talk about this. Like when the best age to the children to own their smartphone. Well, some years ago, parents are wondered at what age they should give their child full access to the car key. And nowadays, they also have to face a trickier question. Well, the question is like this. Like, at what age should a child own a smartphone? So it is because the smartphone is the key to unfettered access to internet, and there are many benefits and dangers that can come with it. So I think that parents have to consider the best age for their children to have their own mobile phone. And based on the website parenting.firstcry.com, there are some harmful effects of mobile phone on children, but it is not just to children but for all of us actually. Well, the first harmful effect that I want to share you is quite scary, but I don't mean to scare you with this information, but it is good to know that studies, so many studies, is suggest a possible increased risk of tumor for those who use cell phones excessively. Well, these studies is still have to learn more, but uh, however, the tumor is caused because the cell phone radiation. And some studies also suggest that the human brain is very sensitive to electromagnetic radiation, and since mobile phone is primarily function on electromagnetic waves for almost all of form communication, even in its internal, so it is very possible to affect the harm to our brain. And another bad impact of have their own mobile phone in early age is revert to their academic performance. So the children who already have their own mobile phone could failing in their class. They they will be difficult to focus to pay attention in the class, and some of they also missing out on the important lessons, so they will be clueless about the studies, even even they will be clueless for the examination. The mobile phone is not only being distraction for the studies, but also may be used for their tool of malpractice, so they can have score well in the examination. For example, they maybe bring their mobile phone in examination, and when they have to answer the mathematics question, they refuse to do it manually or honestly, but they will use the device in their mobile phone to answer the question, so they will have the score well in their examination. And just like another gadget, the mobile phone is also a tool and can be used in the wrong purposes, such as inappropriate media. The children who already have their own mobile phone, of course, they can find their way to pornography at an early age, and that is, of course, quite harmful for their brain and their their way how to think, and they this is the dangerous one. They may curious about it and looking for more, more, so they will watch it over and over and over again, and this may cause something like addictive to watching porn. But in the other hand, based on the edupath.com, there are also some benefit to giving your kids a smartphone. Well, the first reason is by giving a smartphone to a school age children will provide them to find an additional way to learning, so they can access a lot of learning resources such as mobile dictionary and encyclopedia, or maybe they can learn from educational application, and then the children also can learn from the videos from YouTube, and they can learn anything by searching everything that they want to know in Google. But however, the parent it should control the phone also, so their children is will not find the pornography sites. And the second things why it is good to give your children a smartphone is the smartphone can help your children to do their homework, and it is also will not being a problem if their teacher will require them to submit their homework by email. Well, the next benefit that I will share to you about giving a smartphone for your kids, it's uh, quite useful for the parents who always worry about their children. It is because with the GPS in their smartphone device, you can easily track track your children wherever they go. Well, this is give parents something like power to monitor their children if they ever skip the classes or going beyond your low distance, or they maybe being kidnapped or something like that, so we can track the our children by this GPS. And once more, uh, the children is can also always get in touch with you all the time. So the best age for kids to own mobile phone is being topic which increasingly debated as children get smartphone at in even a younger age. And on the average, children are getting their first phone around age 10. But as I said before, nowadays for some children, smartphone is ownership starts even sooner. The chief executive of Influence Center, Stacy DeBroff, said that the age of children which is already have their mobile phone is going to trend even younger, because the parent is getting tired of handling their smartphones to their kids. So maybe the parents just think that it's okay to buy a new gadget for their children, so they not have to handling their phone to their children anymore, because their children is already have their own smartphone. And some expert is said that 12 was the ideal age for having a smartphone for the children, but some others some experts believe that the 14 is the best age for have their own mobile phone. However, all agreed that later was safer because smartphone can be addictive distraction that detect from schoolwork while exposing children to issues like online bullies, child predators, or even sexting. So overall, there are some positive and negative impact for kids to own mobile phone. It could be dangerous and possi- have possibility affect their brain if they already have their own mobile phone in early age. But it also could be helpful too if they use it in the right way, and the parents have to help their children to control the usage of their smartphone. And I'm very agree that for the states of later was safer to own smartphone for the children. Like, however, all but yeah, however, all decision is still in the parent hands, in your hands um, to pick if you want to give your children a smartphone in their early age, or you maybe just save the smartphone for later and let them just play with their friends, with their imagination or something like that. Because yeah, parents have to consider the best age for their children uh, to own their mobile phone. So they not be able to find the pornography website in the early age, and they won't be addicted to watch it because it's quite dangerous for their brain, of course. So guys, which one you would rather, do you would rather to buy a new smartphone for your children because you're really tired to handling your phone to your children, or you just save it for later until they just ready to separate the right things or and the wrong things. But if me, I will prefer save the money for that I may be buy for smartphone, and I will spend it later. Maybe we can travel with our children and have a new insight about nature that is better than if you give a expensive smartphone to your young child. So that is my explanation. I wish we all have a new insight here, and thank you for watching this video. Bye bye.